So yeah, I thought I'd do this part of the video where, you're in the cave. This is where you first encounter Ural on the end of this quest. It's like the third person you come across. Like you kill two demons and then you're here. And I like Ural as a character. Like she has a lot of Joan of Arc type qualities and she's pretty badass and she has like a giant paladin hammer and I'm like, cool. And she's always like talking about like the light guiding her and stuff and I think she's pretty OP. Yeah. So, I mean, I loved her during Draenor. I mean, maybe the reason some of the hate for her is like, some people are like, oh, she's cliche or whatever, but I don't really think she's that bad. She's just kind of like starts out as like a naive little civilian, but she kind of has to like step up and, defend her people against the Burning Legion is like chasing them and they have to go to Draenor and like protect their civilization. So yeah, and she gets up the stairs on her own. She's pretty sufficient in that. So yeah, this is about the end of the cave scenario. On like level hundreds, this takes like 5 minutes. Maybe like 10 at least on lower level tunes because you have to actually like put more effort into killing things, but when you pretty much one or two shots just go through everything, that's kind of a thing. So the reason it's taking longer is because I'm manually accepting and clicking two quests, so to make sure that I just pick up everything and it's just a dash follows, so at least I'm not botting in any way, shape, or form. Just makes sense to at least keep these two demon hunters together until they're garrison. I may level them separately because it's gonna be pretty fast to level them. So I skip the scenes. DBM skips the scenes for you. That's pretty awesome. That's a thing. So yeah, this is really what I consider like you're 2/3 the way through. You just have to do some more chores, and then you're like finally in your garrison. I mean, you're finally in Draenor, and then you do some like maybe 2 to 3 rounds of chores and like 4 quests or so, and then you're actually like in your Draenor garrison. And I mean, we're receiving decent gold for this. Any equipment at 101 we can sell. And if you're in heirlooms, you get a lot of stuff that you can sell because you're just not ever going to use that equipment per se. It's just, yeah, there's a quest from Thrall, and they're all pretty much related, so it's good to just pick them all up. Like here's junk. So I don't know if you actually have to do all the quests. It is easier to just do the same thing for each character, and that's just kind of the way that I roll. It's just go through the same process where, and this is actually a 28 slot bag that I got from the Demon Hunter starter. Woohoo! This is pretty much like just kill orcs and get weapons and stuff. The quests that come up here, so they're not horribly exciting. They're just like, okay, you killed, and you have to have each character loot. So it's not horribly exciting. Level 101, I'm just going to breeze through this. It'll take several minutes, probably not even really worth showing. The Wargons, I usually, the really big Wargons later, I'll make a beeline for those if there's a lot of people here, but there's not a lot of people right here, so I can kind of relax. I don't have to feel like I'm competing over resources like I sometimes feel in Tanan Jungle. It's like, my blood orb, not your blood orb. But yeah, I mean, this is essentially what you get to do for each character to get a garrison, but it's totally worth it. I ran leatherworking, skinning, and I didn't bother to level them on either. They're just going to wait till they get their garrisons and start leveling then. Because that's really what makes sense. And yeah, and just like manually kind of alt-tabbing between my two tunes or clicking. So they just have to loot everything. That's the pain in the butt for this. But I mean, they're almost in Draenor with their own garrisons. They're both getting leatherworking huts. It's going to be really great. So yeah, I would totally be willing to show some of that. I have leatherworking and blacksmithing huts and like the more profession aspects of WoW, because like the way that was explained to me in my first garrison, like I had to kind of figure out why people said something was better. Like my friend was like, he told me to demolish my level 2 inn, and I've always regretted that because I could have had a follower of the treasure hunter trait and like made really good gold before it got nerfed. But that's not what happened. I got a burn instead. And yeah. Alright, so catch you guys later. I'll show some of my garrisons in other videos and do more professions probably.